Some of 2024's energy has spilled over into 2025. Skip Bayless is currently being sued by a former hairstylist alleging, I don't want to get demonetized, so I'll say it backwards. Yolks battery.
I just busted right inside.
Don't do that, Skip.
Joy Taylor is also named in the suit, but we will get to that in a moment. Because Skip Bayless allegedly wanted sexual favors from this woman, and in return, he would give her
$1 million.
That's nearly the price of a 2019 McLaren Senna. And how many houses can you buy with that? A whole house and car for coitus. $1.5 million to change someone's drapes. He may have even asked her to wear a Tom Brady jersey as well. Allegedly. Just listen to this. Miss Farage responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, What are you talking about? Aren't you Muslim?
What?
Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives? That's as many rings as the phony GOAT LeBron James. This is supposedly the woman in question. And she further alleges that Skip was giving lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. Diddler behavior, allegedly. She even says she was suffering from ovarian cancer to halt Bayless's advances.
Disgusting!
She claimed he said he could change her life, and she says Skip apparently accused her of sleeping with Shannon.
In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharp did anything, but y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
He's technically right. He himself is not said to have done anything, but he is mentioned in here. His name is made relevant. And she says this took place over years, 14 different times of attempted diddling. And this is where Joy Taylor comes in. She says Taylor was given undisputed in exchange for Hulk smashing. Faraji says she befriended Joy Taylor and there was someone buying Joy Taylor drinks. She would show up and this guy and her were at the bar already. Faraji would inquire about who that man is, to which Joy would respond, "Oh, he's just a friend." But Faraji at this point in their friendship knew Joy Taylor was recently married. And every time they go to this bar, this guy is there buying Joy drinks. So how much of a friend could this man really be? But she figured she'd mind her own business. And after going to work one day, she sees this same dude in the elevator with her. And she's like, "Wow, what a coincidence that is," and tells Joy Taylor, "The guy that was buying you drinks, he's in the elevator," only to discover from Joy Taylor herself that this man is Fox Sports Executive Vice President of Content, Mr. Dixon, who's responsible for overseeing all content and production on FS1. Faraji says, "I don't think this is very appropriate," to which Joy Taylor responds, "Oh, it's okay, girl, we're just friends, don't worry about it." But Faraji's thinking, you two are married and you're over here doing this. It's not very appropriate. And she decides to back off and distance herself from Joy Taylor. Shortly after that, Joy Taylor is given the reins of hostess of Undisputed. And Faraji and others are like, wait a minute, hold on. 1, 2, 3, E equals MC squared. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. Joel Embiid has never been to a conference finals.
Carry the 2, hold the 3. You need some kind of vector? I was getting there.
Joy's been tickling his FS1.
You serious?
Skip allegedly didn't want Joy to even be on the show because she didn't have the experience. She was only a bartender and a Miami radio host. But Dixon insisted. He said this was something he needed to have happen. He needed a favor. And apparently in the same lawsuit, it is alleged that there was a double date between Joy Taylor, her husband, and Mr. Dixon and his wife. Joy Taylor's husband discovered there was some foul play going on and divorced her shortly afterwards. Later, allegedly, Joy moves on to Emmanuel Acho to spit on his thing in order for him to recommend her for the show Speak for Yourself.
Not like this. Not like this.
I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again.
A Upon hearing Faraji's protests and continuing this fuckery, Joy Taylor allegedly says to Faraji, "It's okay. If Mr. Dixon has a problem with this, I will say he simply forced himself on me and get him out of here if he tries to fire me."
I am more powerful than the Chancellor. I can overthrow him.
And all the while, Emmanuel is allegedly going on a simp campaign to boost Joy's stock.
Got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it.
Truly, in the sports industry, I do not know anyone that is more impressive in every way, shape, or form than the one and only Joy Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know anyone.
That dude said anyone in the sports industry? What type of otherworldly jaw work was she doing? That box must be soaked in sensu beans, allegedly.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
It's my turn!
No, it's my turn.
What the hell is happening at Freak Off Sports?
I dubbed them princess boys because clearly they want the princess treatment. And being a woman of substance and means, I can provide that for them. Now, there's things that I want in exchange for taking care of a princess boy. I feel like I can do that. I can be that person for you. I can give you an experience you've never had. So they were not very happy with me about that one.
Wow! Wow! She's even drinking the tea! She's drinking the tea after she said, oh my goodness. This entire story is bonkers. What I've noticed is more people are up in arms over the Joy Taylor situation than they are about the Skip Bayless allegations, which are not consensual. Joy Taylor doing what she did, allegedly, was consensual with two different guys, but yet we want to say this is worse than that? And that's some of what goes in the sports, which I don't really like, because whenever a girl comes around, immediately, what's one of the first things that pops into a guy's head? She was sleeping with somebody, she got with somebody here. It's like, I don't immediately think that. I hate it when people do that, but I understand why that thought occurs. But it must be annoying and downright demoralizing for most women who want to enter a sports field and have legitimate interest in it, are turned away or looked down upon simply because of how good they look and having their overall expertise and intelligence belittled. But if this is true, Joy is not only a massive hypocrite, she stands for nothing. A do as I say but not as I do archetype, because she's gone on record numerous times saying how women have to work twice as hard for half the credit or acknowledgement, and to be glazed by so many of her contemporaries and saying how hard she works, how smart she is, how superior of an analyst she is, only for something like this to be true. It's a betrayal of everyone's trust, and by her own hand, she would ruin the perception of a lot of women trying to enter this space, while a certain bracket of men will find joy in this news and use it as confirmation bias. There was a lot of joy spread in FS1 studios, they'd say, I'd imagine. Now, I don't know just how good of an analyst Joy is. I've heard plenty of people talk bad about her, not as bad as they talk about Molly, but Molly, it's different. Molly interrupts too damn much. Joy, I've never bothered to really go out of my way to pay attention to her, though there were two good reasons to do so. But if you're dressing like this, you obviously know what you're doing. I don't care what anybody says. There is a purpose for one to dress like this. But I ultimately blame the network because they saw this outfit and said it was okay. They saw this outfit and said it was okay. They know what they're doing. They have an agenda and they bought into it as well. Now it's up to you as an adult to control yourself, which is why I hear Jason Whitlock talking about, Oh, I know what I'm capable of. I know what that. Nobody was thinking about you, Jason Whitlock. You give a bad name to the rest of us guys who aren't automatically trying to jump on something that they see that looks nice. I'm here to do my job and go home. I don't care. And I'm not doing anything with anybody in a workspace. If any of this is true, Joy is dumb, but she'd be even more dumb if she tried to do anything with Jason Whitlock. Are you trying to de-evolve to Precambrian explosion? We're supposed to go up the ladder, not down.
I met the criteria to be selected, but I wasn't.
That would be fucking backwards, literally. I've used my bad word slides for this month, but in closing, this is wild upon ridiculous in the worst of ways. Nobody alleged in this allegation or these lawsuits have said anything yet, but we will see as days go forward. But we did see them have a show, and then everybody was kind of acting weird, is nonchalant. And look at this, like, who, you throwing a pitch? Baseball season is over. They act like there's an elephant in the room, but they don't want the elephant to know that they're thinking about the elephant. So that's just what I see just from the body language. But that's all I have to say for this video. Tell me below, what do you make of these allegations, this lawsuit? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's false? And if this is true, does Joy lose her job? Do you think she stays? And do you think Skip's allegations are true? And should he be penalized or punished in some way? Which, if it's true, of course he should, as well as her. Threatening to Me Too somebody? Like, both of you need to be fined and thrown in jail if necessary. Like and subscribe if you are new, and I thank each and every single one of you for tuning in today.
Well, folks, that's the news, and I am out of here.